Hi friends, I am Joel John J, and this is going to be a bank interview preparation video, and we are going to speak about the term RAFA. RAFA. What is this RAFA? This is recurring deposit account and fixed deposit account. This is one of the main savings account in a bank, and we are going to see in detail about that, when to opt for what, and also this is one of the main question asked in many of the bank exams and face-to-face interview. And knowing about this is very mandatory, even if you are an individual or going to appear for a bank interview. So getting into the topic, and before that, press the subscribe icon below my video, give a thumbs up, and also press the bell symbol if you want to get notification. This is a multi-dimensional channel. You will get different type of content, and one main focus is on going to be interview and interview preparation topics, and other topics also you can watch so that you can use it during an extemporary speech and on a group discussion. Okay, so now getting into the topic, RAFA, recurring deposit account and fixed deposit account. So RD and FD everybody will be knowing, recurring deposit, fixed deposit, and but in banking it's called as RA and FA. So this is one reason when people look at this, the skills required, they will, for freshers as well, mainly for freshers, when they see this at RAFA, what is that, they will do a Google search, then they will find out. So always go for a Google search in case if you don't know anything when you see a job profile. This is a general advice. Okay, now getting into the topic, recurring deposit or RA, RD is a deposit in which you contribute a small amount. Mostly it will be 500 or 1000 rupees depending on the bank, for a fixed period of time, which will be varying from 6 months to 10 years, to get a lump sum amount at the end of the end date. That's called as maturity date, is called as recurring deposit. And whereas fixed deposit is one lump sum amount, most of the banks, the minimum cutoff will be 10,000 rupees, deposited for a period varying from 7 days up to 10 years, to get a lump sum or to get interest on quarterly basis, and the amount at the maturity date back, or the lump sum with the interest based on the way you deposit or the mode you opt during your deposit, is called as fixed deposit. Okay, so which is the best? If your customer asks you, sir, can I go for an RD or an FD? Both are essential. Why? Recurring deposit is something which you can save on your month and take it towards your future. Fixed deposit, which is for something which you have already saved, and to add more value to that in the form of an interest, is called or you have to opt for fixed deposit. So this is the main thing, because most of the people, they say recurring deposit the interest will be less, fixed deposit the interest will be high. Most of the banks don't do like that. Most of the banks, for the same tenure, for an RA or an FA, or I can call it as RD or FD in the common terms, the interest rate will be the same. But when you look at the cumulated interest amount, that will be high in fixed deposit, less in our recurring deposit. Why? The principal value, that's the amount you deposit, is called as the principal value, that is less. Because if you are going to deposit 10,000 rupees in an RD with 1,000 rupees per month, you will be doing it in a period of 10 months. So the interest is calculated and credited for the amount which is lying, whereas in fixed deposit you put it as 10,000. So every quarterly once, or when the interest is getting credited, it's getting credited for the 10,000 rupees. The amount interest is calculated on daily basis. Okay, so look at the value. Only the credit will happen once in a quarter, but the interest is calculated for the principal amount on daily basis. Okay, so there are two types. One is called as cumulative interest, and another one, you can have the interest credited to your bank account in case of a fixed deposit. On that case, only the principal will be returning, as the interest is deposited to your bank account on every quarter. Whereas if you let it to accumulate with the interest and with the principal, you will get interest for the interest and for the principal value, and then you will be getting a lump sum. Okay, and similarly for recurring deposit as well, once the interest is credited, for that interest as well there will be interest. So like that the value will grow. So once you become a banker, this is how you are going to advise to your customers, because this is one of the very important question which is being asked on most of the private company banking sector jobs. They will say that a customer asks you, sir, which is beneficial? Can I open a recurring deposit or a fixed deposit? Most of them give a immediate answer. Go for a fixed deposit, you get a lot of interest. That's not what the bank expects. The bank expects you to transfer knowledge how to save to the customer. So you have to answer like this. I will first find out what's the investing potential of the customer. Based on that, I will suggest him what's your to invest his monthly savings on a recurring deposit, which he can save for a particular tenure, and what the lump sum he has on fixed deposit. So still he needs the amount. If he is in need of interest on quarterly basis, I will ask him to opt for the option to credit the account, to credit his interest on in his savings account on monthly basis. So now this fixed deposits and recurring deposit, it's not mandatory to have a savings account in that bank. Without a savings account also you can open an FD and ask them to give the maturity to you as a check, or you can ask them to transfer it to the another bank's account. Those facility also most of the banks provide, but so you can always do a proper check for the interest rates on various banks, and based on that deposit your money and get a proper value for your money. Okay, but this you should not say when you are going for an interview to a bank which pays lesser interest. So before going for an interview, do a search, not only on the bank website, not only on what the bank offers, compare it with other banks and find out who is leading. If you go to a bank in which they pay a higher rate of interest for a FD or RD, then you can say this point. If the banks use lower interest rate, never say this point, they will definitely reject you. Okay, and then okay, now we have given the definition, and also we have done a need analysis, that to which customer and when which savings account to be preferred. Okay, and also we have seen why the interest varies, and we have come to a conclusion that the and another one thing is called as premature withdrawal and rebooking. Okay, so now let us look in detail about that. Premature withdrawal. What is premature withdrawal? When you place an RD or an FD, you have to give the bank a term till which you save for an RD, and for FD you have to give the term till which you want back the fixed deposit. That will be the closure time of the fixed deposit. So in this is called as tenure of the FD or RD. For example, you are on short of cash. You have an FD or RD. Can you demand this amount before the maturity date? Yes, you can. Some banks have a penalty for that. Most of the banks don't have a penalty for that. Also, will they get interest? Yes. Most of the banks will give you the savings bank interest rate for FD or RD. Even if you have a current account and if you put an FD or RD, most of the banks will give you the savings account percentage. It's not that in a current account there is no interest, so we won't give you any interest. Most of the banks don't do that. They will give, that particular bank will have a slab for savings account. That based on that slab, they will give you the interest. And before you place, you have to ensure that that bank has no penalty as well. So, and again, if you are going to a bank where there is penalty, don't stress on this point much. They may think that if this person is too informative to the customer, we may lose our customer. Okay, what is called as prematured withdrawal and rebooking. This is called as, if you are taking it before the closing time, it's called as prematured withdrawal. What is called as rebooking? Why should a person do that? The reason is the RBI has a repo rate of interest and reverse repo rate that I will be explaining to you on a separate video. So subscribe and always check for my new video updates in my YouTube channel page or on my bank interview preparation video playlist. And now uh, this repo rate changes every quarter. With that, the bank also will change its interest rates for savings account, recurring deposits and fixed deposits. So at that time also there will be a change. For example, if the change is reasonably high, then as a smart customer, what they will do is they will be checking for that quarterly interest slabs on the bank web page every time. They will call the phone banker and ask, so I don't have any penalty, so close my account and rebook it. And when they can do it is, if they have a fee, say for a period of 5 years or something they are planning, and this change happens, and based on the inflation and other calculation, if we feel that the interest rates will be continuously going up, or this is the best time that it touches the peak, on that time we can do this and rebook. But still that earlier period, for that you will get only the savings bank account interest. That will be a loss in interest rate for you. You have to think of that as well. So having these two in mind, you have to do a calculation and break your FD and rebook. And if there is penalty, that will also be subtracted. So this is for mainly done by the HNI clients, high net worth individual, for lump sum deposits on FDs and RDs. If you have a very minor deposit, there will be only a very minor change, but if the tenure is long, still you can do that. But if you are on an early stage, saying that my tenure is long, it's going to touch 10 years and there is only 3 months left, the interest rate goes up, I cancel and rebook the whole amount, you will get only savings bank interest rate. Okay, so you should be very conscious, and you should think twice or thrice, do a calculation of the interest rates, check with your phone banker for the interest rate, ask him to calculate and tell it, and you should also rework on that. Be money wise, be wise. This is one insurance company, and I forgot the insurance company name. So you have to be very wise. No one else bothers about your money than you. The bank employee's preference is to safeguard his bank interest rates. And when you are on a bank interview, don't say that I will cheat the customer and get money. The fraud is a very serious offense. You should what you speak to the interviewer should be very clever, that it shouldn't sound like you cheat the customer, but still whatever the information you give should be beneficial to the bank as well as maintain the goodwill of the customer. Okay, so that kind of knowledge you should have when you speak on an interview. Over speaking or trying to be over smart and being shown up that an immoral employee or a person who will fraudulent the customer, then also you won't be get selected on your interview. So this is the thing. I am giving this not only for your bank interview preparation, but also for a knowledge on FD and RD. So that's why I explained some more terms. So we also saw the premature withdrawal, and that's foreclosure and rebooking of FDs and RDs. So as of now, you have got a good idea about recurring deposits and fixed deposit. My dear friends, my best advice is start saving money for your future. You know about how competitive the world is. Not only this, on mutual funds, insurance. I am going to also speak about speak on videos. I have already spoken about insurance and mutual funds. I will be coming up with lots more of videos. So stay tuned to my channel. And also for insurance and mutual funds, there are a lot of jobs in banks, which are like phone bankers, relationship manager. So those kinds of jobs and their requirements also I am going to speak on another one video. So watch that as well. So stay tuned to my channel. Still lots more coming up. And subscribe, press the thumbs up, share your comments and questions on the comment box. And also go to the playlist. That's like if you click on my photo below that, or search it as JOEL space JOHNJ, and click on the videos tab, you will see all my videos. Or if you click on the playlist, you will be seeing the various playlists. That's like Only the videos which belong to that particular title will be there on that. On that, if you go for interview preparation video or bank interview preparation videos, and then if you look at the other topics, like it will be for sales, it will be for medical billing, BPOs, for everything I have lots of videos. You can search all those. If you are in different field also, try to spend some time and look at the interview requirements video for other divisions. So like there are a lot of cases where people change their roles because we don't know which industry will have vacancy when you are jobless. So you have to be very keen on gathering knowledge. Knowledge is power. Search for wisdom and knowledge. That will only save you when you are on a need for a job or something. So keep your skill set always improved whenever you have your free time. Read more. Not only what I say, shuffle, search on net, look for good books, read, listen for good and valuable things, and add value to your own life, thereby creating a meaningful and a valuable society. It's time to say bye. It's Joel Janjay signing off from you. Bye.